It began with 3 pillars, the foundation for UW Esports, pushing ourselves to greater heights.
Community.
Career.
Competition.
Oh yeah. Reminds me of Toronto Defiant Yakpung. Reminiscent of that, of just juggling everyone into the corner there.
Maybe that'll be the game changer here for UW.
Maybe. Oh my goodness! What an angle by Wizard!
Wow. What a shot.
Hello and welcome everyone to the stream. Today is the much anticipated BEC West Overwatch 2 playoffs grand finals, and we are playing against UCLA. We have made it this far. It is an exciting stream today. We hope you enjoy being a part of our community. We invite you to get more involved. Follow us here on Twitch, Instagram, or YouTube. Dash, I can't tell you how excited I am for this one today.
We are here. We are ready. We are gilded right now in excitement for this happening. I'm Dash. That's Stanford. We are in grand finals. We are now on perk patch, and our team has been showing really strong. I am really excited to see this game. We look powerful right now.
I think that we do. You know, casters are a little out of breath from how hype this game is going to be. I know that everyone in the community that's been following our journey in the BEC West playoffs has been so hype, especially for this, what feels like a rivalry game. You know, League of Legends, we did go down, unfortunately, to UCLA, and this is our chance for a get back. And so just very exciting game today.
They stuck us in losers in League. It's time for us to just take them out. No retribution for them. I've got my scribes and my hangman waiting. Absolutely. We're just waiting to write down that we beat them with such power.
Write it into history. Today is the day that our Overwatch team makes their mark.
Absolutely. I quite excited. We are in lobby. We are waiting here. I might have to get my knights to go speed them up.
I think we're gonna load into the game shortly. Now, last week, you informed me, Dash, that we had been playing on the perk patch, which I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
And there have been some new patch notes. How do you feel about that?
Before we go into that, I just want to quickly mention that if anyone's interested in volunteering, you can put !volunteer into the Twitch chat and get the interest form to get the roles. Last week, we were playing on perk patch. As I commented a lot, we have not changed our comp in any way. We're playing Hazard, Sojourn, Lucio, Genji still, and Tracer instead of the Genji. We're playing nothing different because we had an interview. Our players said the strong got stronger, right? Hazard's still the king of the jungle right now. He is still our pocket pick. We won 99-0 games with that Hazard. I mean, that's what happened last week.
99-0.
That's what happened. Yeah.
It
Run
does
Stromboli and just
good.
absolutely slammed. It was very impressive.
Yeah, I did have a chance to take a look at the VODs and review them, and we've been showing up really strong, like you said, on that Tracer, on the Sojourn. You know, I love to see some Sojourn. You know, what can I say?
Absolutely. Always strong, always fun to watch. And we have some great players on it. All 3 of our tank and DPS players play Sojourn.
Respect.
So, you know,
respect.
Yeah. We heard that the perks patch, it made everyone stronger, which made the meta picks already stronger.
It does look like that, but there is quite an extensive... Oh. It does look like we have an extensive patch note for today.
Yeah, we do. I'm fairly certain of playing on it. We have a lot of buffs, not many nerfs. They pretty much just buffed everyone again. I'm excited to see if that can change anything. I only noted a few changes being that major, though.
It definitely is going to be very interesting. I just I'm speechless. I can't contain my excitement for this game.
Absolutely.
I
And we
honestly
are
don't
going
want to see
in.
that much hazard though.
Which is too bad. Our players love it. We are going to be on Lijiang Tower. This is a hazard map, as we've seen before. This is a huge hazard map. We have Tropagem 50 asking for a gentleman's Junkrat ban. Sneaky saying, no way.
That's my man. That's my man. Never let them ban that Junkrat.
Yeah. Well, we're assembling our team. Although we have seen Hazard, and a little bit of change would be interesting. We're strong on that Hazard. That's our winning pick, and I think we'll probably be looking at that Hazard comp again. Although it looks like we're going to be on the Maga. Another pick we were jamming. We saw us running some semi-dive where we would have our Maga use that shift ability in, knock someone down, and we would run in with, yeah, Karen's Brigitte. You knock them down with Maga, Brig goes in, one-shots whoever's on the ground. It was disgusting last week. We saw how strong it was. And I think we're going to be seeing that exact comp again. You Juno boost the Brig in and one-shot them. You'll see soon. It's truly horrifying.
So looking like a totally different setup than what we've been traditionally used to and what UCLA is going for this game.
Absolutely. And we see Pollux go down already, but as I mentioned, the Brig is functioning as a frag pick here in this comp, which I love to see.
They really like Karen and Equal positioning right now. Ooh, Sneaky does go in.
Yeah.
Playing on the edge there. Very dangerous for a Mauga, I believe.
Very, very dangerous. We see how high the DPS of the Maga is. Winston goes high into the sky, and his healers cannot see him.
The longevity and just like the lifesteal that Mauga has on his character is truly disturbing.
Absolutely. It lets us run Brig Juno, a super aggressive, even high damaging heal loadout that we saw really let them get some picks there. I mean, where they're swapping to the Maga yet again because that Winston pick did not go all too well. Pollux missing the one mag, still going to be contesting the Sojourn.
Now that's just like something that I feel about the Mauga is that he has such a presence on the map that you almost have to match his pick.
Yeah, I've been feeling it a lot in these games, along with playing the game myself, that if you have a Maga, you want the Maga as well. And Pollux throwing a interesting pulse bomb at the air. I think it killed a fly.
Looks like we have some trades back and forth, but Sneaky does go down with some trades from Pollux onto Xerxes.
Yeah. I'd love to see a pick like that. Pollux getting a really nice trade. I'd love to have their Juno down for this fight, and we're going to be on retake for the next coming moments.
Very scrappy fights from both
absolutely.
teams.
We see the Maga is so strong. Gets the knockdown.
Ooh, double stun.
Big ult faster than us. Karen was farming.
He puts on the
very
ult.
fast.
Great
Gets
ult.
shredded in the ult, but we see the ult go down. I can trust Pollux cleaning this up, right? Yeah, of course. Really good to see us getting a beautiful team wipe. We did use 3 ults. It was 1 for 3, but us having Brig ult, we saw that be the power point of this Maga Brig pick. We saw how fast Karen was reacting with the Brig ult for the stun to re-stun the people on the ground from Maga's shift, instantly hitting them down for 5 seconds at least. It was really strong.
That's the point of contention on these Mauga mirrors. You know, just whoever can get the most CC. Oh, we get the stun on both Maugas.
Karen pop it, as we said was going to happen, blocking the Maga shots.
Ooh,
that's the strength I saw from Karen. Well.
Does go down though.
Goes down through it though. Such high damage with that Maga and Sojourn.
Oh.
Us being on that, on Tracer Pharah, we have a lot less power to shred Maga.
I agree. The Sojourn is just putting out so much damage onto Sneaky. It's hard for him to stay alive. While I do like Pollux's pick on the Tracer, we are feeling the effects of that enemy Sojourn for sure.
Yeah. Even if Pulse Bomb is such a frequent ult, we saw that missing that let us have a kind of a poor fight as they don't feel the pressure of our Tracer having that at this moment.
Oh, goes down Courier.
Courier gets a powerful headshot, and Consta puts down Sneaky with the nice ult. Again, we have that Battle Brig just fighting it out. Does get a little bit staggered.
See, this is something that I was just about to mention, that I really wanted us to watch out for that fair ult. You know, UCLA is currently ahead in ult tempo. They are taking that advantage, and that is something that UW needs to watch out for. You know, that vertical height advantage.
Yeah, it is a strength of this map where you have so much cover. Whenever we see this map, there's always a far, just because you can hide between these pillars. There's no contesting, and we're not on a hit scan.
Definitely
So
agree.
it's really going untouched.
With Pollux making this space, I really want them to go in here. Oh, Briggold gets popped out from the side of UCLA as we go in with the Mauga here. Trades onto our own.
Oh, we do see... Wow. Yeah, we saw Courier pop that ult immediately the second they saw our Pharah go into the air. Obviously knowing that ult is coming soon. Instantly headshot it.
And looks like round 1 of Lijiang Tower will go over to the side of UCLA. Let's break it down. Let's break down that first round. I think that we were just a little bit disjointed there. You know, Pollux was making some space on point, but I don't think we followed up with him.
I don't think so. Yeah, what we saw with the Brig Maga is that if you're not killing people with that combo, you're looking weak since you're the first Maga to use your abilities.
I definitely agree. And just like, it's really whoever can support their Mauga the best. As we saw, that crazy play from Karen blocking all the damage from Lime onto Sneaky.
Yeah. What we did see there, though, was that we saw that Karen got ult way slower than their Brigitte, which led to an early fight loss and a lot of tempo loss. I think that our Mago is taking a lot less damage, a lot less healing coming from the Brig, which you would think would be an advantage for you dealing more damage, but healers get ults so fast in this game, especially Brigitte.
Definitely. Ooh,
that's going to be a beautiful anti from Karen, securing us that kill
boom.
immediately. We're going to be getting this early point advantage here. I love to see that happen. Just a beautiful 3 kills. We're up on ult percentage. And
the 3D from Sneaky.
Yeah, love to see that. We've seen how strong Karen's Ana is, especially versus Maga. It's really the one counter pick to that champion.
I 100% agree. And what you're saying about ult tempo, it does seem like that ult advantage is really going to decide this game and Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, we are playing picks that are really mostly strong because of their ults. I would love to see Brig go down
Great pick there from Sneaky.
Karen hits the anti around the wall as well. Incredibly gifted.
He's a shooter.
Hitting those, absolutely.
He's LeBron.
Love to see that. Sneaky will go down, but we can surely clean up these remaining UCLA teammates, and we will.
Some air balls from Noisan, but we clean it up.
That's completely fine. We won that fight down a support ult, which is completely fine with us. We're not in the worry for their Kiriko's ult now. So I love to see that Brig ult did nothing for them in that fight.
Looks like we're coming up on 5 ults from our UW side. A little bit of disjoint from Lime there. Would love to see the pick on him from Sneaky. We do go down Pollux though. Both teams a little bit even. Ooh.
You see just, juicing the healing into the Maga. Absolutely farming ultimate. Oh my, that shot from Courier goes nearly whizzes by our head. Probably took an ear off. Really terrifying for that Juno. But how can you hit a shot on that character?
Ichi with the movement.
Absolutely. That is going to be a really scary thing to have. That's going to come up a lot in this game is which Sojourns are hitting their shots.
This next fight especially, we're going to be looking at both Mauga ults, so we definitely have to be careful and try to keep Sneaky up there.
Love
great
that
sleep.
That's good. Oh,
Both
we
teams
do
pop the
miss
Mauga
the
ult.
anti. Yeah, I love that the Mauga ult stays when he's dead. Oh, and we get the Vara ult pop as well.
Good stuff. Great showing.
I'm
It
not
looks
sure
like
the thought process. We could have saved that for a retouch.
I think it's the mega genius method. We don't get
I
it.
love that we got that ult out for the site. Beautiful sleep, hopefully incoming from Karen. Looking for it, hits the anti. That should be a kill here.
Oh,
Here
we
he
do
goes
get the
down.
Curio pop, though. We're faltering a little bit. We need to keep Sneaky up here, guys.
Sneaky knows where this pack is, but Sneaky does go down. Can Pollux clutch up? It's Noisen's versus the world right now, respawning, but they'll be getting the site. Good to see we at least secured the 99 though, but we are a bit down on ults at this point.
We did falter a little bit there. I don't think that we were expecting that they would be able to retake or, let alone touch there.
No, absolutely not. I loved the anti from Karen, but again, that Suzu immediately cleansed it. I didn't see Sleep go down that fight. I would have loved to see it onto that Maga, at least. Ichi
Lag.
Falling off the map, typing "Oh my god" in chat. Do
Might
not
be-
like to see that.
Might be on some copium. We
Not
are
like
feeding
to
a little
see
bit.
that. Yeah, I hope we not see Pollux go down like that. Does live. Again, that Maga burn has no drop off. All your DPS are going to be burning, burning, burning down.
I don't love this bridge take here. It looks a little bit sketch with the type of ults that UCLA has available. It looks like they're going to pop the Curie ult. Sneaky's going very low. Gets the nano boost.
Maga. While they're, yeah, again, I was going to
Great
say,
job.
while they're distracted, the headshot on the
the
shift
one shot
instantly
there.
kills.
Sneaky moves towards the point. He knows his
They
job.
want Pollux on this bridge. Oh no.
Oh no, Consta is going crazy here, but falls off
Consta
the edge.
falls off the two players fell off the edge in this, and we have the Mogul to stop Kiriko from getting on site. Very strange match. I love to see us power through a really close mirror match like that after losing it so badly. I love that on a swap. We know Karen's gifted on that, and we saw some really good antis.
I agree. It's forced, Tropic and Xerxes to kind of have to work in that Kiriko with the Mauga there. Not the ideal. You want the speed coming out from the Juno and the Lucio there. So great counter pick from Karen.
Absolutely. Yeah, we may see the Noison's Genji Classic here. Not finding the Tracer or the Pharah to have as much value as we thought.
Let's see some Junkrat, guys.
No one wants to play Junkrat. We do see Lime picking that Hazard. You do not want to anger the Lion that is sneaky on the Hazard, I must say.
Yeah, this just choke is a little bit difficult with that Hazard wall there. It's a very oppressive ability.
Love the aim from Karen hitting every shot. I love to see Hazard slept and anti there. Yeah, I think we could have maybe kept on the ground a little bit longer. But again, they are the players.
There on the Juno. He's getting pushed a little bit from the Hazard. Sneaky taking great position on the point here. Love him to pressure the Brigitte a little bit more.
Absolutely. Our Ana is getting pushed. We see Constantly getting a double kill on the Tracer. We didn't really turn to look at that in any way.
So it definitely looks like with UCLA on this more split dive setup, it's creating a disjointed effect in UW. We're not able to peel for our supports very well, especially with that Mauga. He's such a duelist. He just wants to go up in the front and fight. He's not the best peeler.
Yeah, we saw Sneaky sitting only on site there. I love to see a pulse bomb go
Great
wide.
dodge there.
We do pick Brig. That could mean a kill on this Hazard soon enough.
Very scary stuff for Ichi, though. He's going very low. Same as
Ichi's
Noison.
almost walking back into the disruption bomb.
Looks like we're down Karen, or Karen is just coming back here. Xerxes going very low on the Juno. He does pop the ult, though. Noison's going very low. He does get the ult. Sneaky going really low here.
So
Needs
low.
some support. Goes down.
At least
Forces the
good to
Briggle.
see forcing some ults, but
Ooh.
Nano felt a bit weak there. But
Karen, what's
Karen falling off the map. Both players seemingly inclined to jump off the map. Maybe a final destination.
It was a reset. It was a reset.
Oh yeah, it was a reset. Absolutely.
It has nothing to do with the swap there,
Oh, of course not.
Oh, looking for the Hazard ult here. They're going very aggressive. Lime hopping right onto Karen there. Can they get the pick back?
Oh,
he
I
traps
love the
him in.
Maga ult. We are gonna pop Pollux's ult, hoping to retake this site before it hits 99. Can you kill this champion Hazard though?
I just think he's just unkillable.
Just
He does
barely.
go down.
Does go down. Just barely does die though. So tanky for a mobile character.
This is such a tough game.
87-0, very tough game.
We are down a lot of tempo. Consta's ult is not really an ult, but we are 50% from Courier on this Sojol, and we're only working with Blade here.
Simply having that Blade represents
going
such
in.
value. Just because that lifesteal, you don't need that nano now at this point. Thinks he got the kill with the second swipe, has to go back in. Consta taking down Pollux. We're on the retake again.
Oh, we put
I thought
ourselves
we
in
had a
retake
better
position,
fight there. Sneaky seemingly just spawn camping the supports before coming back to the main objective. they will simply give us it again. What a very strange interaction. Giving them an extra 10% could absolutely matter.
100%. On like an 87 to a 96 difference, that just means OT.
We're
just giving
touching
them
OT with that, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Noiseon's getting caught on the ledge there. Be careful.
Yeah.
They're missing. Oh, I wonder if we can force this hazard here. Great job. It looks like the fight could be over from just that.
Yeah.
Oh, great job, Karen. Great job. Come
Love
on.
to see a kill from Karen. Yeah, with that knockback perk, I think Karen is on that perk.
Noiseon's, what's happening, brah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wall does come down from hazard. It looks like Courier has the Sojourn ult. We're only just coming up on Karen's Brigitte ult here.
Yeah.
Oh, as enemy break pops it. We need to support Sneaky here as much as we can. Looks like Courier's going to pop the Sojourn ult.
They want this 99%. I'm not sure if we can come back to site. Noison's looking for... Does put down Courier. At least slow them down a little bit. We swapped to the Doom, hoping to get back in sight, but they seem to know that's what we're looking for.
We get the OT pop. Can we touch it?
Do we touch in time? We do not. A sad set loss. Incredible body block. I mean, that Hazard can just simply put that wall down and this huge hulking mass of a body.
And map 1 goes to UCLA. Unfortunate. You know, that was just the first one. That was the gift.
Absolutely. You know? We always have these games where we're working out what the opposing team likes to run, and it seems like we're getting matched on the Hazard Maga pick. We might want to be swapping it up a little bit.
You know, I think from that game, I get Sneaky's perspective. It's hard on those controlled, those King of the Hill maps to like warrant and to make swaps viable because, you know, you do carry the perks through all 3 rounds. So it's not like you get a reset or a soft reset on each of them. So it's like when Lime goes for that swap there, obviously he's like a little bit of a perk disadvantage.
Yeah. We did see that happen a lot. We swapped our supports, I think, once or twice, along with 1 DPS swap in the previous point. The enemy team, I think the reason they honestly... A large reason they could have lost that, the Lijiang Tower control point second round, was that they were swapping a lot. We forced them to swap a lot, which I would love to see us make happen again.
I agree. It's just that, like, having all that tempo, having that level 2 perks, and then on top of that, being able to force your opponent into kind of this, like, swap cycle is really effective on these King of the Hill maps.
Yeah.
Anything that you wanted to see that set, you know, that was a tough set. That was a close one. Anything you're looking out for?
Yeah, well, last week we started on a Sigma pick, immediately swapped off after getting diffed. Hopefully, if we want to continue picking this Maga and Hazard, we've got to come swinging.
I agree. You know, I'm not sure if I am knowledgeable enough about the Maga pick, but I can tell you in these Hazard matchups, especially on these like kind of disjointed, more flexible Hazard comps, peel is the most important thing, or at least making those trades happen. You know, if someone gets a pick onto Karen, you know, you got to kill Xerxes. Someone gets a pick onto Noisons, you got to kill Consta. You know, each role has to be equivalent. It has to be matched in order to make those team fights viable.
Yeah. We saw a lot of fights were also decided simply by someone going down. I mean, we saw the Consta getting 1 or 2 picks before each fight on that Tracer, which really messed us up for a few of these fights.
No, it was definitely really powerful. And it looks like we're going to swap out Sneaky here for Cameraman. So I believe Ichi will be hopping onto that main tank role. Team captain looking to make an impact.
Yeah, and I love to see Cameraman. I mean, I think we're probably going to be seeing a Lucio, which again is strong for that Hazard pick. On Dorado as well. This map, high ground is so important here. Lucio Hazard, I don't mind seeing here, just how strong it is.
And it's I don't know if we've seen Dorado from any of our sets. You know, we mostly gravitate towards more of like the King of the Hill, the flashpoints, the skirmishy kind of maps. So I'm very curious to see how our push gaming is going to be.
Yeah, I especially want to see how we defend against this in kind of a like in a mirror comp like this, where we play a lot of the similar picks, especially on kind of a divisive map like this. I saw for a few seconds there a Widow pick on our side.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
We have shown some proficiency on Havana for that Hanzo Widow comp. Sometimes the
absolutely.
Mercy, those like long range, more DPS focused comps where you're just putting a lot of pressure into those sight lines. And I think that's like a good idea if that's what they're going for. It does look like it with the Pollux on the Ashe there.
Yeah, both teams on that Winston. I'd love to see Pollux's Ashe. I'm not sure if we've seen it very often.
I think he's got it. He's the GOAT on Sojourn.
Yeah.
If anyone could do the Ashe pick, it'd be him.
So we're seeing an interesting comp from UCLA on the Bastion and the Illari. Certainly not the staple meta picks that we've ever seen, but I'd love to see what they can do with it or how we play against that. I like that. Oh, we are swapping to the Hanzo though. Yeah, to contest our high ground like that. Yeah. Okay, we are swapping to that. Now we are on the Widow. Probably gonna start the round on the Widow and maybe swap it off.
Definitely what it looks like. Dorado first point. Both teams have to match with that Winston. Take some of that vertical pressure. Ooh,
Yeah, we see
Noisance with the
really
prediction.
loving. Yeah, does get that lovely kill. Nice burns from Pollux as well. That's gonna keep. I love Ashe into Brig just because you break that shield in just a few hits.
100% agree. And it's just that really smart metagaming from Noisance to know that that is the Widow spot to go up on the apartments there and just being able to one-clip her. Really strong stuff.
Yeah. A beautiful two-tap from Pollux. Oh my. That was such fast reaction time. That was a nasty double heady. Oh no. Pollux is dying to the Widow though. Getting the revenge for his brother.
We're gonna back up here and try and peel Lime off of Karen and Cameraman here.
we did get Tracer Dift right there.
Uh-oh. Cameraman going very weak.
Looking like probably a team wipe for UW.
Ooh, bit of a stagger. We've got 3 down here.
Quite a stagger. That might not give us a fight to contest this.
I think so. It doesn't look like Ichi's gonna go for it here. Just gonna try and keep that. Oh, Noisance does go though. Ooh, they're fighting back really hard.
Really fighting back. Yeah, we're seeing how strong that can be.
Nano.
Karen has nano and does get the nano off, but I feel like we already kind of diffused the fight. We do hear Winston ult in our backline. We are just we have the Zookeeper coming to grab him and put him back in the cage, though. It does put him down.
Bit of a weird fight,
Yeah, really disjointed fight. I mean, we had the Winston on our backline the whole fight, and we were just like shooting the right clicks at the Brig shield the whole time, but we did win, which is good to see.
I think I'm using my mind palace right now. I'm trying to visualize that. It kind of looked like Ichi's job there was to just mainly stay on point. He did know that the Ana was gonna try and go for a retouch if he got off there, and it looks like Pollux, Karen, and Cameraman were just peeling for each other against that Winston Tracer. So, good job, everyone.
Winston gets recall from enemy Tracer, knocks the Widow. Maybe gets the kill. Love to see that kill. Really good chain knocks.
Oh, Ichi's very clean with the Winston jumps there.
Absolutely. We see enemy, no pulse bomb yet. Still holding it. Ichi looking quite low anti. Does go down to the Ana.
Enemy Winston very low.
Although we are down that. We have that powerhouse Brig. Just another tank to push up. Gets their enemy Ana down. Pulse bomb. Dashing into it.
Karen really getting caught out here.
This may be the end of the fight. Swapping to the Venture instead of that Widow. Yeah, that is going to be sight for UCLA. We did pull down to 30 seconds for that, which is good to see. This next push section being a lot longer.
Yeah, I think those kind of fights, they're just a little bit hard, you know. Good stuff from Lime and Tropic, kind of keeping that healing off of Ichi with those shields there. It's just a tough fight for UW to contest.
Yeah, we do see Brick knowing they have a Tracer. Going to be looking for that. Ooh, we're jumping
aggressive
over.
ult.
Love to see the one
shot.
shot. Looking at the Ana next.
Very good stuff from Ichi there.
Oh,
Trying
does
to go
not
for
get the
snipe.
snipe. Hits one, and Pollux cleans it up. Nicely that weave shot. That was a hard shot to hit. Love to see Pollux hitting stuff like that. We are warmed up.
And you know, although we weren't ready for it, I think that was kind of a mega genius play from Karen and Ichi. You know, the tempo is so important in this spot, especially on this high ground.
Yeah, I mean, we just got those ults up. We wanted to make sure we used it when they were coming up those stairs, and we seem to have. Our Ana getting one shot in return. We are going to go 3 down from the Winston push. No Bob popped. No Pulse Bomb either.
Looks like it's Battle of the Nano Winston as we go through the street section of Dorado. We still have ult from Lime, but we are carrying the ult advantage at the moment with just about 3.
Yeah, we're looking at both DPS ults. I would hope this Pulse Bomb can catch the Ana off. It catches the enemy Tracer off.
Great
Did
stuff from
not want to
Noisance.
recall that.
And it's just like, these Tracer mirrors are so beautiful.
They're
I love to
explosive.
watch
I
them.
mean, it's kill or be killed in these. They're hunting each other down, so they get access to the enemy team's supports. And
It's
we seem to
truly
be
like-
winning at the moment. We have, I mean, as we see, they're both looking for it, but it looks like Courier is on the Ashe now. Again, Tracer's hard to hit, but if you hit that headshot, you are dead on Tracer. Hopefully, Pollux can.
Pops
Love
a
to see the
Bob.
Bob. Didn't knock up, but good positioning on the high ground with the Bob. Able to hit a
Really
lot
good
of the map.
positioning here. Ichi's getting very low. Oh, nice push off from Ichi
Love to see
there.
that. Get everyone off the high ground. Probably looking at this Ashe. Yeah, gonna be trying to hunt that down.
His movement.
Such a fast
is too
reaction time
clean.
to realize that that's probably going to be defended the second you drop down. Does not want to risk getting slept there, certainly.
Looks like we have. Oh no, Noisance goes down to Lime there. Oh, great nano. They know they're going very low here. UW trying to keep up that pressure.
Oh, did you see that Brig whip shot immediately on Ichi? Maybe we wanted to try a different angle there.
Big anti though.
Ooh,
Onto
that-
Lime.
It does go down. Love to see the shots from Noise and they get off. I love to see
C9.
not having to fight this more to get. Yeah, you could call it a C9. He was dead if he didn't get off. Well, Karen somehow got Tracer and Winston both anti'd, so that's the people who would be holding their backline, holding the line on top of that cart. They would go down.
And you know, speaking of Karen and cameraman there,
Yeah.
I think other than like, you know, we've seen some great play from Ichi, we've seen some great play from Noisance, even Lime and Curry and Consta, but really the unsung heroes of this map seem to be the supports. You know, that tempo nano play from both sides is so high level.
Yeah.
It's just something you don't see very often, and I think that's great.
Yeah. We saw them adapt so quickly, though. We saw Tropic Gem immediately look for the whip shot the second they heard that nano go down and did manage to hit it.
Clean
Really
stuff.
fast reaction times. We've got to learn how to play against that because going the same angle like that again won't work ever again.
100%. You know, when Ichi is looking for those over the roof Winston dive is really smart. It's really strong. You get the extra bit of movement speed from the angle of the roofs, but that does mean that you are that much more predictable for a whip shot from Tropic.
Yeah, we're seeing a new pick from Noisance. I love this Echo pick.
Echo really strong on point 1 of Dorado.
Yeah.
With Lime opting for the Diva and no Winston mirror there. Ooh, but do we see
Ooh, I love
Courier
those
waiting for
sticky
it?
picks. Yeah, definitely looking to contest this Ashe. I love to see Ichi supporting the supports with this positioning. We're getting everyone pushed up to the high ground before we decide to go in.
Really beautiful bubbles from Ichi here. Oh,
Love that
over the
jump
roof
angle.
again.
Yeah, I love these unique angles we're pulling. On looking quite low. Hopefully Echo can finish that, but
Ooh, did we see
Ooh.
that whip around?
I
Beautiful.
love that noise. Picking Kiriko, a hard character to pick. I'd love to see how that ever occurred.
Both teams playing really well, but looks like we're juking UCLA a little bit. Team diff, anyone?
I love this Echo into the Diva. You can
Oh
break
my
her
God.
defenses really easily with such a big hitbox. Does
Xerxes
take
does
the
go
Ano out
down.
as well. Goes down to the Diva, but I think it's... I love seeing Ana go down there as their main support at the moment.
I have to say, this is just such a great game. If we can go back a little bit to that Noisance versus Lime Xerxes fight, their movement is just something else. You know, Lime playing around that pillar, Xerxes perfectly trying to avoid Noisance there, but Noisance, he's not having any of it. He's picking on
Nope.
that Ana.
We're looking for a sneaky kill on the... Oh, that was
my
a shot and a
God.
half from Courier. Oh my.
The quick scope from Courier there.
Karen looking for the insta sleep on the recall too.
Oh, the
An
one shot from
interesting
EG.
nano. I think it's fine. We may be thinking
tempo.
swap. Yeah, it's a tempo. I mean, we'd like to just start farming another one very soon.
And it does look like Lime is going to swap on to that Winston again. You know, I think that
Oh.
both teams have decided that the tempo Winston ult is just so strong on these vertical streets.
Yeah. We haven't seen a lot of Winston with this hazard in the meta, but it's nice to see that pick shine a little bit in this game.
100%. I love playing Winston. I love playing against him. Just feels like a fair, good champion. You know what I mean?
Really.
Ooh,
Unless
Hanzo
you're
does
playing
go
Genji.
down. Unless, true, unless you're playing Genji.
Ooh, we do have Suzu out. That's really good showing for our next fights. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Ichi slept and Pollock's looking quite low. Antied, but we have our bubble up. We're going in while Antied. That's
Oh my God.
absolutely. We do have
Great
Winston ult.
Winston ult there. Playing around the Winston bubble as well. Noisance, you're too clean.
Ash ult out. It hits the payload at a really bad angle, to be perfectly honest. It's not going to do anything.
I'm just speechless with Noisance and Pollux's level of play, especially just the peeling, playing around the Winston bubble. It's so clean.
Yeah. I mean, I love this. We are playing so well on such a close and such a... I mean, this game matters. This is grand finals. Our players are... I'd love to see them locking in as hard as they are. Everyone's
in this
trying their
moment.
hardest. We're definitely appreciating the strength of the enemy team as well, that we're offering up the mirror and trying to do our best fighting this mirror and doing very well. I love to have two Winstons on our team right now with this Echo. That's going to definitely get us to this point.
Clean stuff. Pollux absolutely owning Consta through the bubble there. Oh, we
Nano
the
Tracer. Something I haven't seen in
Golden
very
smoke.
long. I mean, look at how much damage that represents. I love
Oh
to
my
see just
goodness.
use every ult just to guarantee they don't get back to the site. And we are going to take game 2. Love
Looks
to
like an
see
absolute sweep.
a quick and easy game 2. Love to see it. Noisance plays a lot of Echo, which I did not know.
Clean stuff from
Very
Noisance.
clean stuff. On such a... We haven't seen this map before, so it's good to see us practice on it no matter what.
I think switching up a little bit, you know, we love our Lijiang, but that variety, that's what I'm about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, I'd love to see us winning a mirror matchup like that. We did get a few Tracer losses in our 1v1, but we saw... We lost only one, then we began killing their Tracer every other time. I think they gave us so much room to move up to their supports with the Tracer and the Winston that it got us almost every fight off of those picks.
I 100% agree. The DPS gameplay was so great there. You know, I think we did just talk about how Pollux was struggling a little bit on those 1v1s on Lijiang, but it didn't look like a problem there on Dorado. You know, he was playing around Ichi's bubbles, he was playing around Karen's cooldowns, just totally never letting up the pressure onto Consta, never letting him get a pick onto Karen. And I think that was in large part just a huge contribution to our success on this map.
Yeah, I love to see us having a really nice high ground presence. I mean, first point, we pushed up with our supports, grabbed that high ground, then immediately went to go pressure them. The second high ground around the building, again, we saw them attempting to hold it, but we had some beautiful, like, we had some stragglers on the low ground. We took them out immediately, which I love to see.
It was just, I mean, like you're saying, so clean. Cleanup crew coming through in every single way. Just not missing a beat, knowing how important that second point, streets area, high ground was. And I think we really valued time that game. Just like another small metagaming thing. Lijiang Tower, we gave up a lot of time, It was like 10 seconds here, 20 seconds there.
And even those matter a lot. It matter a ton. We were trying really hard not to get staggers, not to just wait even a little bit to do what we need to do and pop those ults the second we think there's value in it. And we did that a lot. Worked very well that game.
100%. And we can just see how that kind of like stun locked UCLA. They just weren't ready for that kind of like tempo metagaming. Even the first part of it where Noisance was ready for Courier's Widow and just instantly went for that one clip there.
Yeah, again, like we talked about before the game, we want them swapping. We want them to be down on tempo, down on mental the whole game, and that we showed that right there.
I absolutely agree. That was the kind of stuff we need to see. We need to carry through these next 2 games. Because I know it's only going to be 2 games. Come on now. It's going to be 3-1.
True. Yep, 3-1. Incoming. We like a lot of the third pick we like to have is a lot of push. Sometimes we do the flashpoint, but I love to see us push. It lets us play the hazard. But, we did lose that 1v1.
It looks like Noisance speaks for the team here, saying that we're going to ban Coliseo. Now, remind me, what push maps have we been showing up on? If you remember, Dash. Oh, it looks like we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Give us one moment. Casters are going to make a little transition. and welcome back to Game 3 of the Grand Finals against UCLA. Thank you for bearing with us through that small technical difficulty. It looks like we're going to be moving into New Queen Street.
Absolutely. I said this would happen, and it did happen. Your king has been decrowned for crashing the laptop.
Oh,
for now.
No.
New Queen Street. We love these push maps as our third picks a lot. It lets us play a really strong Sojourn on specifically this map.
Yeah, how do you feel about New Queen Street? Because I feel like it's such a difficult map, especially in that third stage of it where there's so much high ground there. What do you think about our strat here?
I feel like once you get past that middle, you're in a really strong spot to keep pushing. You have a ton of cover in this map for these high ground DPS. Sojourn looks really strong here. Honestly, Hazard looks strong here, but we're going to be going for the ball. Ichi's pocket pick ball.
You know, there's very little for me to say about Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
Other than something negative, because I hate this. I hate this character. But Ichi is really strong on it, so hopefully he performs. Looks like we're gonna go for a more traditional Sojourn dive.
Yeah.
With Lime on the Mauga here, Lime, have some self-respect, you know. It's a disgusting character.
Hey, we're playing ball into Maga, right? We're both playing kind of really annoying, not uncounterable, but quite. You have to. I mean, the characters you have to swap your picks around, which is really uncomfortable now that perks are out, and a lot of uncomfortability for any team.
Ooh. Oh, Courier going
Looking
really low
at
here.
Courier, maybe we get the pick. Drops off the building.
We're gonna own
shot. We have no dash. Oof! Slams into Constant, gets the kill though. We're 1 for 1 right now. We're up. Cameraman lives at 1 HP. Does go down. Hate to see Cameraman. Hey, Lucio versus 4 people. That's a classic jumping around the walls.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that fight there, UCLA felt really strong. Went coast, kind of flew around, really took space, and dodged as many abilities as it could. But Ichi trying to contest here now. Gonna look for a slam, hopefully onto Xerxes. I hope Pollux calls that out, but getting caught by Contra there is gonna be really difficult. Oh, really great block. Pollux does go down though.
Pollux. We do get the trade onto it with Ichi's slam though. Lovely sleep onto the
sleep.
brig.
Can we punish that? Hopefully.
Oh no, we have no sleep for that though. Simply melees you in the head.
Oh my goodness. Tropic and Lime just looking unkillable this set.
Yeah. Well, that's with that Ana. If we're using sleep on that brig, we know we're not killing Maga that fight.
And Tropic just playing really well against the ball with these whip shots, just making it so Ichi can't get as much value as he wants here.
We saw the accuracy of that. I've seen almost all of them hit and knock it away.
But Noisan's looking for the poke here.
I mean, Noise is baiting for a pulse bomb here. We did put ball ult onto the site. It's gonna split. Nice stick. It's gonna split up UCLA for the time being. Lime goes in,
really
but
low.
You're probably gonna die for that. We do have Juno in the side. Love to see that kill from Ichi.
Oh, great movement from Ichi there.
One last team member to clean up, and we will get it done. That's a huge stagger to have their Sojourn down for the next fight and a half.
Did look like it gave. Oh my
Beautiful
god!
Headshot. Oh my, and that looks. Ooh, Brig going quite low as well. We didn't fire the railgun shot off there though.
A little bit suspect.
A little bit suspect.
Like the positioning from Ichi. One thing though, I just a little bit confused about the Pollux, Sojourn, and Noisan's Tracer. You know, historically we've had Pollux on the Tracer there.
Yeah, I mean they can. It's not. I wouldn't say. I think we had definitely practiced on both picks. Sojourn probably the most picked character on everyone's roster, to be completely honest.
We had some trades back and forth, but the Sojourn looking really scary from the side of UCLA.
Yeah, I mean, we know how strong cons the Sojourn. It contests our. It contests our. I mean, they are pretty. Love that kill. They contest our DPS almost evenly. They're a strong team.
Definitely. Lime gonna be looking for the ult onto Ichi there. You know, as soon as he has him, it's gonna be over for Ichi. So Ichi's got to be really careful on this ball.
Yeah. What I do love about the Tracer though is that if we are getting Maga ulted, there's a possibility of a pulse bomb on the people pushing into the Maga ult.
So much value from Ichi and Pollux there.
Yeah.
Scary stuff though.
Getting a little bit low, but we've pushed them onto the stairway, which is a really hard choke to play. We're looking for a pick on the Lucio, but we're not going to get it. We have Noisance down.
Disjointed.
Yeah, I mean, on this comp, we're going to be fighting disjointed, which is why that Ana needs to be protected. Everyone has movement but her.
100% agree. Oh no, goes down on coast. Cameraman abandoning Karen.
Yeah. Yeah, again, with the comp we're picking, we're going to be split up a lot of the time. Love the drop down, plus the ult.
The ult there.
Ooh, looking a bit low, trying to knock him into it.
Oh, great positioning from Cameraman here.
Yeah, we're sitting on beat, probably going to be popping it when we get Maga ult down.
Cameraman
likely
pops
circumstance.
the ult from Consta though.
Yeah, we have Noisance Pulse Bomb looking at Consta, but goes wide.
Ooh, no. Ichi gets caught out by the Mauga ult. We do pop the beat to help him. Cameraman going in deep here.
I see anti on Maga, but again, it ran out too soon. Cameraman
Great dodge.
looking for some pressure, but yeah, that Brig looks so strong with that ult, able to stun the ball instantly. Hits the pole. Hate to see that, Pollux.
Yeah, looks like Ichi is going to swap over to the Mauga. You know, Ichi's pocket pick is the ball, but
we
Mauga
tried
is
it.
so strong.
We tried it a little bit. It didn't do a ton there.
So we are going to be down perk tempo here. Want Ichi to pull up to this point a little bit harder so that Pollux can push up a bit more. Karen going in really deep. Misses the sleep, though.
Sleep goes wide. Nano goes out. Doesn't have the self nano yet, so you'll be squishy.
Consta just putting so much pressure on our backline here. Oh no.
Wow. We're gonna pop nano and lose. I hate to see that. We had nano social up too as well, which we could have run. I think we at least have a touch though, of course.
We definitely have a fight here. You know, Pollux does have the Soj ult. Gotta make something happen. Support Ichi here. Oh no, Consta does go down against the Karen.
Oh, in these touch. Oh man, no pulse either. Yeah, in those touch scenarios, you are at a super high disadvantage as you have to stay on point. UCLA will take game 3.
Very scary stuff. It is match point for UCLA. We got to come through a little bit and play a little bit tighter. We just kind of, you know, we made a lot of skirmishes, but we gave away a lot of space and a lot of time, which we just can't do, especially on a push map.
Yeah, as we said earlier, the strength of that map is that if you get pushing, you don't stop pushing, and we just saw how strong that is versus us.
I definitely agree, and I think that we just gave up one of our strongest, you know, advantages that game, which is keeping Karen alive, making sure Consta is utterly useless.
Yeah.
And
we lost a few of the Tracer fights. Neither Pulse really got a ton of value, which I like to see, but we still had Karen getting picked frequently. Just because we're so split off that, as I saw it was mostly Cameraman protecting Karen, and that's support trying to stave off a Tracer, sometimes even the Maga.
And then it's like, at that point, Ichi isn't able to get the healing value that he needs, and Karen can't follow up with the anti-heal there.
Yeah, I mean, Ball can sustain a little bit, but not that much, right?
It looks like we're going to be going for the hybrid. I'm hoping for some Eichenwald. Hopefully we can clean up on that. What do you think?
I would love an Eichenwald game. I would love any of those classic maps to see what we can do. Again, these push maps, the Flashpoint, they're kind of variable, as even though they've been out for a year, 2 years at this point, with the perks, which everything else, we're going to be going to Flashpoint likely.
Oh, miss it from Noisance.
Miss it from Noisance. Yeah, they want we don't know. We're having a little bit of trouble with the pick. A little bit of map changes. We're not sure about the rulings on it, so I'm not sure exactly what map we're going to. It's usually a flashpoint. We look strong on those flashpoints. We don't hold those flashpoints, but I love to see us on anything that can help our hazard. I mean, we're looking a little bit weak when we're not on it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it does look like... Oh no, there's just total confusion in the chat right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have no idea whether it's going to be Flashpoint or Hybrid. So going into round 4, you know what, like what we talked about, we just got to keep Karen alive, guys. That should be our slogan, our spam in the chat. Keep Karen alive.
Yeah, we saw. It's such an explosive map, so much high ground that there's a lot to manage. I mean, it's multiple layers of the map managing at once. Simpler maps make for simpler games, make for faster and better wins. Yeah. Well, we're still contesting the rules a little bit. I mean, yeah. What do you think about these new K-pop skins?
You know,
Why are they so expensive?
I just can't, you know, they're bank busters, they're wallet breakers, you know, I want them, but I can't have them.
So sad. So sad. Yeah.
You know,
You would think they would be put in loot boxes, but I don't think they will ever be.
and you know, if some generous benefactor in the chat wants to
So
donate
true.
the
Begin
casters
begging.
some beautiful K-pop skins, you know, we wouldn't be opposed to it.
Love to see it. Give all the players some. Exactly.
Having a little bit of banter in the all chat.
I think we are yeah. Noisens is the GOAT, always right. UCLA gave us a bit of a wrong ruling. They contested our map pick because they thought it was a best of 7, so they thought we were going to a push pick. It's hybrid. They're banning Eichenwald. I don't like that. I like Eichenwald.
Oh man, that's...
I think it is a best of 7. Different rules. It's been long games tonight.
Oh my god, it's a best of 7. We are going to first to 5.
You're damn
I
right.
mean, we have just heard that we're going to best of 7. It's going to be a very exciting set, but it does look like we are not even close to finished.
I was hoping for a clean 3-1 sweep, but it looks like we're going to be getting a clean 5-2. So true.
I think we can pull it back. It's hard because these type of sets, these best of 7s, these best of 5s can be so exhausting, especially on the players.
Yeah, especially for the mental of the players. We're
Mhm.
grinding through these picks, these interactions. We're seeing what's working, but we're getting to know the enemy team pretty well, which I like to see because our team, we know, are malleable. We know how to counter even the mindset of the enemy team, as we've seen a lot in previous weeks. We are going to be going to Numbani. Really exciting map. I love these hybrid maps, these push maps.
And you know, like Dorado, it is likely going to be a vertical tank map. So your divas, your hazards, and your Winstons, you know.
Yep.
Let's pray for a Winston chat, you know.
The double Winston game, love to see it.
No one wants to watch Hazard.
I think we're going to see
here.
Hazard. We're definitely going to be seeing Hazard. Both teams playing Hazard. Last week we saw that we played Hazard, so it was kind of horrifying to watch, to be honest with you.
Have some honor, Sneaky. Like what the heck, man?
So true. Ichi is playing now. Will Ichi have honor? Probably not.
You know, doubtful. Every tank main is a Hazard player at this point.
Well, what are you gonna do other than playing Hazard? You could try to play your like Doomfist one trick and like absolutely just like lose 20 games in a row. Is that fun? Probably not.
Yes. Nah, no, that's fun. That's
When
fun
are they
for me.
giving Doomfist a wall climb?
Guys, bring back Doomfist Uppercut.
Oh, so true. Fourth ability
Oh
would
my
not be the
God,
most overpowered
so-
character in the game.
No, it would be like still worse than Sojourn. Come on now. Still
Very
worse than Zarya.
That's so true.
Looks like
Classic.
we're gonna dive in here.
Yeah,
to-
getting
game
into
4?
it. It's game 4. Game 4, 1-2 UW side.
Scary stuff.
Nimbani is a really control-heavy map. We've got gifs being sent into chat currently from Consta.
Don't click that. Anyone who sees that in chat, don't click that.
We
Constance just
don't
trying
know
to
what
give you
that
a
gif
virus.
is. Yeah, we don't click that gif, please. We have no idea what that is.
Glad to see the players trying to keep it light, I suppose. You know, it's going to be a long set. You know, you got to keep cheerful. Whoever's mental breaks first is one who loses. We talked about this. It's not just the micro. It's also the macro. You know, whoever can tilt the enemy the hardest is the one who will win.
Yeah, in such a long game, if you get discouraged early, that's what matters. And apparently Ichi is playing for an entirely different angle. He's looking for the report enemy team for sending links. What happens if one gets banned mid-map? I think that DQs the enemy team. I'm pretty sure.
Unless they have a support roster or someone on the bench who can fill in, that would qualify as a DQ. So if everyone in chat can just
we're not encouraging this at all. We're not encouraging this in any way.
I mean, what did I
Ichi
say?
is,
Sorry,
not
guys.
us. Ichi is encouraging this, not me.
So everyone in chat, Ichi says that you should do this.
And apparently we're getting a little bit of a retort that Tropic thinks that if a player gets banned on one team, you ban another, the opposing of the same role.
Really interesting stuff because Tropic has just been saying misinformation the whole set, so I'm unsure how valuable that can be.
Yeah, again, we're in this split battles. We've got Tracers, Echo high in the sky, and then they're on that Ashe already to counter the. They know where we want that Echo. Tracer looking really low, massive anti from Xerxes though.
Is this a 1 minute give up here?
Oh my!
Oh my god!
Again, Tropic hits those whip shots every time. That's a 1 minute take. UW's got to lock in and get this choke point right here really locked in. We're on a bit of a weak comp for it though. Noisons, please don't go down. Oh my!
Really?
Courier surely flicked onto that skull. That very impressive shot. I hate to see Noisons going down there. I feel like you would rather stick to the ground there.
Yeah, it's hard. It feels like UCLA opened up with a counter pick onto UW. They were just ready for it. They kind of metagamed the Echo pick there.
Yeah, and we're not swapping it either.
Don't really love to see that. In this spot, I kind of like your Reapers, your Sojourns. Oh no! Oh my god! I can make something happen.
Surely can. That's on a down. Brig looking low again. That hits the shield. Love to see a double kill on the supports there. That makes UCLA's fight here so much weaker. Although our healers are not on our Winston, but Echo's high burst damage will put that in the books.
Looks like we are a 3v2.
Yeah, we're
contest here.
We have Pollux contesting that.
Oh my god! Did you just see Pollux's movement?
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
Ashe blast.
If that was intentional, wow.
What a gamer! Check him PC.
Wow. Oh, we do get stuck and miss the sleep. Oh my, the sleep on our Winston as well. Love to see Ashe go down there. We have Echo duplicate on the Ana. Huge anti.
Oh, massive
Left
anti.
home. Wow, these are beautiful. Hopefully we get an angle on the Winston.
Oh,
Looking
the
quite
double
low on
jump
the Brig.
Ichi.
Oh,
He absolutely smokes the Brig there.
wow. That double Ana looked strong there from Noisons, hitting a double anti the second the E was available.
And it's just really great because you said it wasn't ready for it. You know,
Oh.
in that spot, it's like, okay, he's surely going to go for Lime here, try and get that double Winston damage, but instantly pops out with the anti-grenade and then is able to fill the gap that Karen left by getting stuck there.
Absolutely.
Really smart stuff.
Really strong showing from Noisons with such quick thinking. I mean, Echo's ult is the thinker's ult. I mean, you need to know what your team needs in the heat of the moment. We saw it right there happen immediately.
It's the Mega Genius ult. Oh, Noisan so low here.
Oh yeah, shift ran out. Beautiful blink
Great
melee
one
from
clip.
Pollux. A one clip through the Ash as well. That was not a simple one clip.
And
We
it
are
just
gonna be
looks
down
like,
a tank though.
oh.
Pollux does go down. I don't know if we have a touch here.
We do not.
No. 425 to hold this down, and we are on like a semi-dive comp. We have to absolutely just get these picks here. We have Pulse Bomb in the ready on Consta. Really scary stuff. Love to see the pick from Noisons on the Tracer.
Good pick here.
We're gonna use
kind
that to
of a
push up here
difficult-
for sure.
We need to see a little bit more movement forward from Ichi. You know, you can't give up this much space.
Yeah, giving a third of this already. This is the choke you would like to contest. I mean, this is the only point you'll ever get again to stop their push.
Now, Ichi is letting them push up around the corner a little bit here. Trying to offset this damage with the jump.
Yeah,
Ooh,
ooh,
Pollux
Pollux
getting
looking
absolutely owned
low.
here.
Does get back.
Using the Winston shield in a really great way. Great positioning.
Looks like
We're
we're
gonna
getting the
double
third
nano.
perks. Double nano. It doesn't
Really
seem like the
charged up,
supports will go
though.
down. Winston's still antied. Ichi hits third perk. We should be on our third perks. We're going to be looking a lot stronger. We did pop Briggle, but again, we have the duplication. I'm not sure.
Oh
Love the
my
stick there
God.
from Pollux to save that nearly flub of an all-in. We seem to have popped both our DPS ults, both our support ults for that hold. We're looking at 4 ults on UCLA, and all we've got to save for it is that Winston ult. Looking a little bit weak here for that, but again, on a Sleep Dart can stop any one of those.
Little bit of a spew. Too
A
many
little
ults
bit of a
popped.
spew. I would
But,
say we could have won that without Echo ult, absolutely.
I agree. But I think it was worth it to see that beautiful Tracer 1v1. That is just what the casters live for. Just really cool.
Absolutely. It's just 1v1 up here. Well, I'd love to see the drop there. Popsicle, if
Great
Ana goes down
anti.
here, we are in such a good position to win this fight. Love
Oh
to
my
see Karen
goodness.
popping Ash as well. It's support tank versus all 4 of our members.
Oh my
Except
god,
for
get
Karen.
out of here,
Love the
Tropic!
knockdown as well. It's Consta versus all right now. Ichi's looking quite low though. Hopefully our DPS
They
can
got
finish this.
They got
Lime
this.
has ult though, will not be popping it.
If Lime
Really
popped ult there,
close fight. That's a throw and a half,
that's
right?
a throw. That's a throw.
I love to see us coming back. Farm those ults up. We just went 3 ults. Nothing happened for UCLA. Really good showing for us right there.
Crazy tempo, just
Yeah.
absolutely owning UCLA's ult usage there.
Yeah. So she's looking very, very low.
Oh, Pollux, nice stuff.
Gets the anti-out. I think I saw Sleep Dart go out there as well. Go crashed into the wall for the bonus 50 damage. Doesn't
Lime
look
making a
like
lot
we
of space,
slept the monkey though. Cameraman goes down. Karen goes down. We're both supports. It's our DPS and tank versus everything. We have stick. Oh, the push! Tropic's so strong with those whip shots. We're getting countered every single time on those.
Oh, pops the ult to
If
stay alive.
Noisons gets a pulse bomb, doesn't get it off. Pollux up still. We have Nano on Pollux. We're alive here for the time being. We're going to look for a finish on that. Love to see that.
Great job there.
Really good hold here.
Cameraman looking low. You got to keep him up with that rally ready. You know, that's going to be so important as we
Oof.
move into the last minute here.
Having that up is going to be so strong here.
We do see
They
them
are
both
on the
rigs.
Hazard. A Hazard honestly looking quite low. That kill could use the shift
Sorry,
to get out.
jumps out.
Sorry,
sorry.
jumps twice, by the way. Noisons picks Consta. That's their pulse bomb down for the next 10 seconds.
That is quite a bit of tempo loss from.
Noisons stays alive. Ash looking quite low. I can see that pick happening.
I think we're
UW,
looking to make this a last
we
point.
said as I said, we said we needed to lock in and hold down 4 minutes. We just nearly did it. We're 20
Oh, don't
away.
take it. Don't take it.
We're looking
can
at
lock in.
Ichi ult. We have Rally up. We're egoing in their spawner now. We're not going to let them out.
I think we're trying to.
We're
Oh,
popping
Briggle gets popped.
Rally. Looks like
Not
we're
gonna let
going
them
to
touch.
support down. Both supports down. It's a great fight for us having both supports down. We are going to be winning this fight.
Oh, nice. Nice job.
Beautiful job from UW. 4 minutes 25 seconds is a harsh thing to have to hold for. We did it. Really good to see.
You know, tempo advantage and some mental advantage there. If I'm UCLA and I can't push last point as being
Tilting.
Bonnie with 4 minutes 20 seconds,
Ult's
I'm gonna
up
be a little
too.
bit pissed off.
That is tilting.
Some highlights there. Really sick play from Tropic. He was kind of owning Ichi, not gonna lie.
I mean, really, he was owning all of our team members. I mean, we went in for that pulse bomb, immediately got whip shot out and whiffed the pulse bomb because it buffered it.
He flicked on it. He just slapped him with it.
Cameraman looking to look for the mirror on this. I would not ego this mirror comp if I were you, Cameraman. We know what you like to play, and I've not seen your brig yet.
Oh no, we just had him on the brig. I swear.
We had him on the brig, but I mean, we've seen Tropic on the brig every single game.
I mean, yeah, it must be some kind
It's
of
a
pocket
strong brig.
Definitely, it looks practiced, feels practiced, and I don't think I've seen him miss an important hook shot. I'm not
Seen
gonna
a
lie.
lot.
I
mean,
think
I'd
we're gonna
love.
run it back here.
Yeah, we're gonna run it back. Same comp. They swapped that hazard and kept it for now. Interestingly defensive option on the hazard on this site. I feel like you're not getting much dive opportunity.
You know
have
that
Tracer.
character can just do everything. So
Very, very true. You do have a May wall in your ability loadout. Very strong. You're gonna be jumping in.
Ooh,
Love
the
that anti.
anti,
They're looking
great
to
job.
pick that hazard immediately. Ooh, we do get
2
recall.
HP
Oh,
on
2
Pollock.
HP.
Oh my
We
god!
do-
Karen
Ooh
takes out
my, the
Courier.
1v1, the better sniper always wins.
My god, do you see Karen's aim here? He's going
Losing
crazy.
FPS, probably. Does Karen play on a laptop? I know one of our players does frequently. It may be, I think it is Karen. Hopefully we remedy this before next fight. This, we're missing heals currently. Not even missing a heal member. Karen, yeah, Karen
hope we
restarting
get a pause
game.
here.
I think we'll.
Are we getting a pause? Looks like a pause.
Yeah, PP. Yeah, all right. Gets the one last kill from
Nice
Pollux.
job,
Good
Pollux.
double kill. Love to see that. Just you basically just tased someone and punched them. By the way, Pollux, you said pause and then killed them before pause. Genius.
He's allowed to do that. Come on. He's allowed to do that. It's okay.
Very funny. Killing someone while they're typing, probably. Karen is back. Hopefully the FPS issues are paused. We saw how on Ana you are not going to be able to kill anyone or heal anyone on that character while lagging.
No. But in reference to this first point, I think, you know, despite that issue, we were looking really good.
Looking nice. We saw that we dropped Hazard off that high ground instantly with a really nice anti.
And you know, it was a bit scrappy, but we were really able
my,
to make
they
it
have
happen.
no idea. Love the stick. Oh my, they have a poor recontest now. Beautiful
The
stick.
disrespect from
Yeah.
Pollux.
Oh,
Didn't have to do
wow.
him like that.
Surely not a necessary pulse bomb, but that's all right.
It's about the drip. It's about the
You are
swag.
that so fast. Already at 20%, of course.
It's about the mental boom.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Already
see, we can already see it
swapped
in
off.
action. We can already see it.
Yep. We are on a flying character now. Can't be pulse bombed. Sorry, buddy.
It's so cringe. I'm sorry. That's so cringe.
The Tracer player doesn't like the flying character. Very interesting. You want them to revert back to when Tracer had like no drop off for that like 1 week?
Yes.
That
What are
was-
you talking- What are you talking
What a
about?
great
Yes.
patch.
Oh my goodness.
we
Crazy anti.
Oh, perfect. Fury pop.
Oh
We
my
might be
god.
knocking some off
Taking
the
so
map.
much damage though.
What
is happening?
We get the duplicate in time. We're
What's
looking
that point,
really-
guys?
Love this. Yeah, we're egoing the fight currently and not pushing. That is an Overwatch 2 classic.
Guys, we're losing tempo.
It's all right. They will surely not contest. We are chasing that down. We surely if we were put, I think we could have maybe gotten it near the objective point.
No, you know.
But it's
We-
always
we-
worth it chasing more kills.
Surely. Yeah, guys, we needed to get off there. We do have cameraman ult advantage though, and Sojourn from Courier. Very scary stuff, but I
Yeah,
think
we're looking at a pulse bomb. Anti,
Ooh,
no
on
Suzu.
time.
Love the pulse bomb. Misses though. How do you miss that, man?
A little bit scary, but we got to support cameraman here with the Brig.
Oh, both supports are gonna go down. So close to the push, and we pop ult. We're gonna be quite behind for this upcoming fight. UCLA having likely every ult up for this upcoming.
Yeah, the 5 ult advantage is pretty smelly. You don't want to see it, especially after that double ult pop.
Consta either getting really hyped for how good his Brig is, or really angry. Couldn't tell there. I love Pollux just using Lime as a training dummy to farm ult. Quite funny, but very effective.
Oh no.
A sad stick. Not our fight.
We think we are gonna burn 2 ults from UCLA here. You know, we're coming up on, oh my goodness, it's disgusting. We're coming up on Noisan's Echo ult, so that's definitely gonna be a strong one.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
copying the
with the
tank
nano.
ult is so strong here, actually.
Definitely against this Mauga.
Yeah, I mean, you should get it in time before we get that Maga ult out. I'd love to see it happen. Although it feels a little bit less strong on our team considering we have the backline healer and not the brawl healer, so we won't be able to get inside that bubble. We do have nano. Immediately we get the
like the peel.
pop. Noison goes down before getting ult, but that's Xerxes down. Pollux picks Courier. We're looking quite strong for this fight. We're definitely going to see the Maga ult go down in 1 second.
Oh, looks anyone's game at the moment.
Ooh, picks it. Love to see that. I hate that his ult stays once he's dead. It's a bit strange.
Karen's super low. We're going to trade back and forth here. Consta versus Pollux. He needs to make the 1v1 happen.
Ooh, does go down with the assist of Ichi. We're looking... They have a retouch, but it's not the strongest I've ever seen. Both supports already down. Maga, kind of an ult battery at this point, having nothing to do with no healers. Character is not that overpowered. Yeah, love to see that. We did pop Echo ult. Hopefully we farm that back up soon enough because they are still sitting on that powerful Maga pick. Everyone on the enemy team looking quite low. Oh,
so close.
Nearly hits the shots. Love that Sniper Winston is quite strong right now with that buffed right click.
Sniper Monkey from Balloons, anyone?
So true. Upgrade him with the faster fire rate right now. Make that ability better.
Oh no.
No.
Just getting every stick
Cameraman knew it was coming as well, but could not block it in time. Good. I love to see us knowing that they're looking for that though, of course.
Yeah, really strong mental from our side, but this disgusting Malka character is just very hard to play.
Oh, we do let Tracer live though. Really close.
Go.
Gets the pick and gets out.
It looks like that Tracer is going to go back up to that high ground. Just constantly outputting so much damage there. Oh, that Mauga is very low with the anti though. Would have loved to see a pick there.
Yeah, sad to see it
half HP.
not happen. We are farming Echo ult up. We should have it soon. Having it before Maga gets his ult. We're probably going to be looking to lock that in really soon.
We're looking for a sleep here. Oh,
anti-nano.
Great job with that nano.
We're going to be popping everything here.
Focusing Courier on the point.
Cameraman's going down before ulting. It at least gives us something to look forward to if we don't finish this off here.
Oh, Pollux going super low against the Fury.
Oh, we see Pulse Bomb? No kills on Pulse Bomb. We have it up. Karen in the backline just trying to get as much healing as possible.
Oh no, the McCree ult there looking very scary. Oh my god,
Pollux from Pollux! So unexpected. Holding that there, waiting in that. Such a good play. Pollux clutching, bringing us to 2-2 for this set. This is looking such tight play from both teams.
That was a close one. That was
Wow.
That was a game of Overwatch.
That was a game. And not just a game of Overwatch, of all games of Overwatch. That was the game of Overwatch. Such a close game. Love to see everyone locking in. But wow, that Pollux ult on that McCree. That McCree, that Cassidy, he farmed that ult. The Cass ult came, he respawned his Cass, flashbanged someone, and had ult, I swear.
I think he was just farming on.
Oh,
on,
yeah, it is
EG.
Winston. That
Yeah.
is true, but that's quite a fast high noon for Cass there.
And it's just like, it's just one of those perfect moments, you know. If the castle goes off on Karen, on cameraman, and I think Noisance was in the red zone.
Yeah, I think
there.
everyone was in it. That high noon was going to be a death
That would have been
sentence.
that would have been a game loser with 30 seconds left on the clock there. So Pollux is hitting the game clutching ult, the pulse
yeah, the
bomb,
pulse
just
bomb.
so good.
Yeah, you can always run from high noon because it's so easy to run from, but what if you are stuck in a cage with Maga? Really scary stuff. I love to see that, just realizing that Cass has been farming ult off your Winston. He's got ult. I would not think that was anything incoming if I was in that game.
Really great round 4. As we go into round 5, casters are going to take a small break and we will get back to you very soon.
Yeah. Good round. Smash team to get to grand finals. Really exciting stuff from them. If you know any of them, show your support. Really good stuff from them. Great team over there as well. Well, as we're getting into this game, I think it's probably going to be the same comps as usual. Seeing as both teams love that Maga, Winston, Hazard, all three are very strong on this map. I've seen a bit of both on Maga, both on that Juno. We're on basically the same comp, although they're stealing our Sojourn Genji pick, which is very interesting. That's our classic.
Now, how do you feel about the Noisons on the Pharah there? We did see
this map has a lot of nice layering, but they seem to know when we go Pharah Echo. So it'd be interesting to see if Consta picks it after this Symmetra. We'll see. Or there's no Genji. So I think I like it here because they don't have a hit scan, to be honest with you. I like it here, though. We've seen how strong it can be.
I mean, that's true, especially with that pulling inward perk. Just really nasty stuff.
Really true. Yeah, we're seeing both teams on that Maga again. Somewhat of a kind of
putting so much pressure.
Oh, yeah. We saw a strange cryptic message in chat about Consta, their DPS.
Oh no, Karen goes down.
A lovely picture from Sneaky and Noisons, though. Juno just shooting someone and just like blasting them.
Guys,
we're knocked down, but I think we killed. Yeah, love that. Whoever uses the Maga abilities last wins. It's just the nature of the game, just like Zarya.
Guys, I love Overwatch.
It's a little bit uninteractive. Mirror matches can be exciting. We love that Tracer matchup, but I think
Winston too. Winston's very fun.
Winston's a fun tank matchup. I like Doom vs Doom as well. Orisa is also somewhat interesting. Ryan v Ryan is the classic though.
Classic.
We seem to have wasted our jump. Didn't get a knockdown with it. Genji is trying to get a deflect in for there. We're quite low.
Ooh.
We're down
strong dive from UCLA.
Yeah.
There's some picks back though. We're looking scrappy.
Yeah. We're looking not horrible here, but we don't have a tank, so we're gonna have to give before we refight.
But it looks like a great
Sojourn
setup for
quite low.
retake.
Huge headshots from Pollux. That chunked Courier so fast. Noison's trying his best to hit a Genji, but again, how impossible that may be.
Lime caught out alone with Xerxes also going down. Oh my goodness, Genji ult getting popped on Sneaky.
Will it be able to kill? Ooh, deflect does put him down.
Nasty
We're
stuff.
sitting. Wait, don't think we'll be using the Juno ult. I think we're just gonna give that with most certainty. Yeah. A bit of a tough first fight there. A little bit worrying.
It does look like we have about an even ult advantage here. We pop the Juno Orbital Laser, hopefully get the damage onto Lime. Tropic does pop the rally though. Hopefully we can pick off that
Orbital is
Sojourn.
a bit out of place though. We didn't really get a ton of value out of it. We're almost losing to this Bray. Ooh. Karen does come with the assist. I think this may be our site. They do have a second to retouch, but Genji goes for it. Probably.
You gotta kill the Genji there, right?
Does go down. Yeah, the micro rockets are like, oh, we do pop pulse bomb on the Maga. We don't even want a chance of them retaking this.
Pretty strong
Courier
here.
does headshot Pollux, though. That's the full one shot. Nothing can be done there.
Courier's been very clean on those headshots.
Yeah, we've seen how well contested they're killing Pollux a ton. They want to get those frag backs just because Pollux is killing so many people on their team. We are going to be swapping to the Tracer, looking for that 1v1 yet again.
And it looks like both teams have the Mauga ult, but with our advantage on Karen's rally.
Yeah.
So I think we do have some small advantage going into this fight, but looks like UCLA has taken the high ground. Going to be very hard to get any advantage here. Oh, Courier pops the Sojourn ult.
It. Love to see it. There, Lime does go down. We do pop our ults to get that. Ooh, somehow Pharah dying to Brig. Not sure how that occurred.
Oh
They,
my goodness.
Pollux is doing the best he can, but we're getting picked off. Wow.
Wow.
I thought we had fully won that fight.
I thought so too. Consta and Tropic just going absolutely crazy on like the scrappy 2v, 3v,
Yeah.
the rest of UW.
I mean, we got almost everyone down on UCLA, then Consta got a clean double kill.
You know, it just goes to show that even in Overwatch 2, DPS really can still carry these high-level
Absolutely.
games.
With someone at such mobility, definitely hard for Noisons and even Karen to stop that from happening.
I agree 100%.
Unless you play with such good movement. I love to see us going for this really, really ego 1v1, nearly winning it as well. Both on Pulse Bomb, definitely just trying for, looking to see the recall go away so they can actually Pulse Bomb the other.
Ooh, forces the Brig ult there.
Love to see that. We do have Pulse Bomb. Pollux is definitely looking for it. After Rally goes away, that overhealth means we can one-shot someone now.
Kind of a good advantage pushing them back here.
Absolutely, we saw that. We're getting shredded, but again, I mean, you can look at this gameplay. This is what the matchup is. It's just shoot, shoot, shoot into the other guy.
Oh,
Ooh, we see
great.
Pulse Bomb onto the Brig shield though. No pick will come from that, but I think we'll win the fight no matter what.
All right, let's break that down a little bit. It looks like Consta popped Pulse Bomb. We traded that with Pollux's, and taking that fight for one. You know, we can't even call it Pulse Bomb at all.
I'm sorry. Their Maga popped ult and is at 71 already. Just to let you know.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. That's how much he farmed inside of our Maga's ult before dying. That is insane. We're definitely looking for that ult, absolutely.
Oh, Noisons.
Triple hits the air shot.
Oh,
Oh, wow, that
different.
air shot. He's different. Chase that Tracer down.
One fight left.
They're going to be
Pollux under
swapping their
pressure.
Brig for Lucio. They want to just get this touch before they lose this point, but ooh,
Come on,
lovely.
Pollux, teabag him.
We're not that rude here.
Rolled and smoked.
Yeah, we're not our league team, sorry. Put Skyfalls on Overwatch, you know it's about to happen.
Showing really good on these Flashpoint games.
Yeah.
Tempo looks great. It looks like Courier and Lime with ults going to the next fight, so we are going to be a little bit disadvantaged. This feels like one of the harder points. I'm not going to lie.
This point is always, I mean, again, it's just because you have so many choke points. It's a scrappy zone with a Tracer and all these mobile characters. We are going to Pulse Bomb up for that Maga ult. Again, we can stick that onto him in it. A big chunk of 300 can mean a fight between the Magas.
100%.
Look, and he's looking low. This Pharah direct damage is actually a lot on this Maga.
God. Noison's going crazy.
Yeah, with how big Maga is, you're always hitting directs, and those directs I did not expect to be doing that much damage.
I think he shredded him for like 450 in that one fight.
Yeah, just that one mag of far ammo just fully killed Maga. We didn't get to pull any ults though, but we did win with using any, so good to see.
I mean, that 30% is crazy big advantage for no ults here.
Absolutely. Honestly, we're in quite good position to farm up a far ult here as well. Because we're in that choke point. Definitely looking for that Maga. Beautiful one clip as well. And their Maga's going down
for so long
in his own ultimate ability. We're probably going to be picking off the remaining members of the team. Oh, you are getting staggered. That's you hate for that to be. Are they? They don't let it out. Nasty stagger. Very, very sad. It's like a baby deer next to lions.
You know, I can't
They're
help but
hunting this Tracer down.
Oh my god, Lime getting caught
my.
in the choke point here. Oh, he's gonna
the
pop
Maga
the ult.
ult. That was not necessary.
The disrespect.
Well, that is going to be an incredible showing from UW round 5. 3-2 is an incredible score for us to have in these the last two games that really matter the most. Well, that was
mental break.
that was an incredible showing from UW. Killing that Juno stops them from touching with Lucio or that Juno such a smart move from UW.
I 100% agree. And we were dogging on the Noisans for a little bit, but
Showed off. Definitely showed
he went
off.
crazy that game. It was really, really good stuff.
Yeah, like if you're not versus a tank with any sort of CC like that, like the Orisa Spear, you have the Rock from Sigma, or anything similar, like Doom Punch, that far ult gets a ton of value.
Oh, 100%. And no discredit to UCLA. They weren't trying as much as they could, or I think they underestimated the power of that Pharah. They weren't trying to counter it.
Yeah.
Courier wasn't really doing his best to shoot them. And I think that was because of the pressure of the Malgamir. When you're on Sojourn, your job is to turn the Malga into ground beef.
Yeah, it stops being go shoot the supports and one-shot the Tracer, but you have to really focus on that Maga only, or else you're not killing it.
100%.
Yeah.
And Karen really showed up there.
Karen really showed up there. Yeah, we saw that versus, if they're kind of, I mean, I'd love to see us beating their Brig, to be frank. It's good to see. I feel like we were beating Maga at his own game of popping the ult and locking you away. We were winning those because I felt like our DPS were better at fighting inside that circle.
And I'm just realizing now that it was sneaky on the Malga.
It was
We
sneaky
swapped
on the
over
Malga.
from Ichi on the Malga.
Yeah, we are changing our players every time. I think Ichi is so sick that he needs to take a nap each other game to play the next.
And it's just really, I don't know. I really like this setup. Cameraman has been really showing up, been doing great stuff on the Brig, but it looked really great being able to see Karen flex his Brig as well, and kind of having this like flexible, do it all, but strong roster is how I think that we're gonna get through this game. Keep all our players kind of like a little bit refreshed in kind of every headspace. Like when you're able to flex on different roles, it really, I think, enhances their perception of what they need to do.
Yeah, having players who can maintain their skill in every role and a lot of different picks. Our players can play tank, but not just one pick and tank. They can play multiple roles, they can play multiple characters. Knowing the specifics of those characters, their interactions, you have to play them to know it. You do.
I 100% agree. Our roster includes such tanks as Malga and Hazard.
Yeah,
that's a huge roster.
Absolutely, and that's how wide the meta of tank pool is right now. I mean, you can play anything you want.
Looks like the players are discussing round 6. And
yeah, we haven't seen a lot of best of 7s, so I think a lot of players are a bit not confused, but they're rejuvenating the information in their brain as to what exactly goes down with the map bans and picks. I'm not exactly well versed in it myself. It's good to see that we are getting to these best of 7s, though. It means we're playing well.
I believe we are going to be rotating through map modes again, so we will have some repeats.
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I'd love to see more control points. We only saw Lijiang before, and we're gonna be being Samoa, which I've got to be honest. That map, every time on that map, I go like 0-12. I don't know what is up with it. I just can't play that map. The positioning of the center point being like a full like 3 meters below the high ground.
Awful.
It feels different. It's a very different control map. And I think that our team probably does not feel confident playing it, thus the ban.
I 100% agree with them. I think that is probably the worst designed control map ever. Let's get some Ilios, guys. Come on.
I would love to see some Overwatch. Although, yeah. I think that map, I love. It's beautiful. Beautiful map on that beachfront. But it's a hard map to play. It's also so dependent on team play that if we're playing these split comps, I don't think it would go well.
Yeah. It's definitely more from my experience and just like watching some other high-level gameplay on Samoa. It's really all.
Do you know what does get played there?
Oh, sorry. What?
What picks usually go on in Samoa for that
Oh,
map?
you
'Cause I've
asking?
seen-
You asking me?
yeah, I've seen like Hazard, and such.
It seems like, especially on that one point that we were talking about, so much is on the Sojourn, so much is on those
Yeah.
McCree's soldiers hit scan picks that can just decimate from
Yeah.
the ranged high ground. It's very unfun. It's kind of similar to I'm sorry. What's the map in Korea? There's like the downtown Busan.
Busan.
It's
Oh
it's kind
yeah.
of
The similar lower sites. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, kind of similar to Busan downtown and Busan like the shrine area.
Yeah.
Just a lot of hit scan, very unfun.
Yeah, we're going to be going to Nepal. Good map.
That's a good
I would
map.
love to see some hog on the monastery. That would be a very, very interesting. I think it's probably the best pick there. Maybe a ball, just for that knock, just to instantly kill the other tank. But I think Hazard's also quite strong there.
We can't tempt Ichi with ball gameplay.
That's very true. Even if he can't hear us, the like words reverberate throughout the world to strike Ichi, play ball.
It's like a mind control.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what we pick here. I like to think that this is probably a unique map for a lot of its picks, just because you have the environmental kill potential, similar to Ilios.
I agree. You know, Lucio has fallen a little bit out of favor just because of how strong Juno has been in the past couple metas, but I really like him. I still think that having environmental and kind of like that knockback CC is so good. But it doesn't look like these high-level teams agree with me.
I think we're going... Yeah, it looks like to me, we're going a team that just wants to control these chokes. We're on Zen Bap. We're going to just have our Sojourn sitting on probably that right side high ground, just shooting into the enemy team. Hoping we can get some advantage. We're on a Sigma. Again, we said that Sneaky plays a bit of Sigma. Usually we test it out. We test the waters with it. Usually gets swapped to a more confident pick, though.
But match point here on Nepal, so UCLA is definitely feeling the heat, and if we can make something happen, that would be really clean. Gets a stun, the Rock, though. Sneaky looking very low. Needs some help here.
Saved by the overshield. Yeah, we're pushed back into this choke. That's tank and DPS down for UCLA. Second DPS. That's just Xerxes up. Karen popping off, frankly. The discords there were huge. You don't see much Zen, but when you do, you're seeing insane discord value. We saw it get Maga picked, then Courier, Consta went down, then we saw both deep supports just right after the other toppling.
Oh my goodness, is this a swap from Lime? Has the mental already been boomed?
No more Maga.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, I mean, we want a pick that can't get locked down so hard with that Sigma. If we get Discord, we can simply run back behind cover and then remove the Discord for a few seconds.
It looks like we have a swap onto Lucio now. They're definitely targeting the
Nearly
Zen here.
one-shot Sojourn. Love to see that. I like the Zen pick
Karen.
for the kick as well.
Oh, definitely. Just like super displaces the Lime out of a jump pack there.
Yeah. We see. I love this. We have the Tracer classic 1v1 on the opposite side of the map. And once you pick the Tracer, run at the other enemy team and go for a kill. Oh my, Pollux going in deep. We have Pulse Bomb.
My goodness, Pollux with a great heal.
Yeah, pulling the opposing Tracer's recall. We love to see. Pollux throws Pulse Bomb. Seems to have gone wide. I didn't see a kill happen from it.
And this is quite a spew from UCLA. We saw Lime go in by himself, and then Xerxes and Tropic try to make something happen. Focus Karen there, but
yeah,
just really falling short
their push
here.
with just a Tracer ult. Really good to see. We are not
really
farming Sigil too fast, though.
He's doing his job.
Of course, yeah, that's not a character that farms it very fast. Such a powerful ult can't come that quickly.
Oh no, misses the Rock there.
Oh, we eat the bomb! That's
nasty
the goat right there. Oh, wow. That's got to be tilting for Consta. Two ults for two.
Oh my god.
Well, That is a sad sight to see in the top right of your screen.
Sickening. Ult
You
grab
would-
if you're Consta.
Oh, that's just... You would never think that something already stuck to someone can be sucked like that, but it really can. Sad to see. Just like Diva can eat like other projectiles that are already sitting on the ground. It's something that, well, they definitely think about, but it's something that you expect in the moment like that.
And I'm just like, wow, I know we were just talking about that. Sneaky's like doing his job there, but the reaction time to have that and protect Noisons with that,
Yeah.
the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT.
I'm not doing that if I'm playing Sigma. I would
No.
have not thought about that. That was such fast reaction time.
No, that was like seriously good. It's like both teams popping the TP strat here. It's gonna be a standard comp, but with Noisons on the Pharah here, with Consta matching, this is a first.
Yeah, very interesting. I'd love to see. We saw Noisons hitting some lovely direct shots on the mid-air Sojourn. Can you do the same for the Pharah? I'm interested in... I love that the Symmetra pick on some of these maps is boosting Symmetra play rate in pro play by like 50%. It's such a fun character. I wish it was not such a defense-oriented character. They've tried their hardest to rework it, but we're seeing... Does get the knockdown? Sneaky, you're looking quite low. He is so fast with that Juno speed boost, though.
Crazy.
We do have dash up plus heal coming up. It's going to be another fight. Love that.
Pollux.
Oof. Yeah, Pollux playing such an impressive game right now. Sleep does go wide. Yeah, just doesn't want to get... Ooh. Slides in, gets the kill, gets blown up. That's...
Guys, the stagger's worth it, trust.
Surely, I believe that. We have a really nice ult advantage too. We have a lot more percent than any of the other team.
And this is certainly a tilter if you're UW. You know, this is match point, match round. With
is it match point?
it is match point.
I thought it was first to 5.
No, we're on best of 7 here. As
got it. Okay, yeah.
Noison's going crazy on the Pharah here.
We do get the recall on time. Chasing that kill down. We're probably gonna pulse bomb that. No, we're just...
The mind games.
Doesn't want to risk hitting that shield with it. Is the plan there? We saw Pollux's, I think, 2 pulse bombs hit Brig's shield and did nothing. It's the one part of that.
Hard there.
Yeah, so we're clearly looking to pick that without using pulse bomb.
Both teams coming up on 5 ultimates.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
this
a
is going to be
scary
an
team fight.
explosive team fight upcoming. That Pharah ult is going to be a big decider for this.
I wonder how they're gonna do it. Looks like he's looking for the
Ooh,
nano.
that's a disgusting shift headshot from Sneaky.
My goodness. Both
We're
teams
gonna
popping ults here.
trade 2 for 3, but we do win the fight, so I think that's worth it to us.
I think this tempo here is going to be so crazy. It looks like 82 for UW. They have UCLA has to make a desperation here, or this is the set. This is the game.
It's looking like... Oh, that headshot, though. Pollux isn't going to get to ult anyone, which is what we said was strong about these Maga ults, is that you get a 300 damage bomb onto the other Maga. Such a strong play. We're going to pop the rest of our ults on UCLA to win the fight. We've kept Pulse Bomb, but that's really it.
Honestly, if I'm UW there, I think I'm in favor of...
We're happy about that.
It's a good exchange, but I think I was in favor of just sack no ults, you know?
Yeah. I'd like to keep that Mog ult so we just have that little, slight little combo with that Pulse Bomb. And we've seen how strong just that could even be.
Oh my god!
Lovely pick!
Pollux!
How does a Sombra get picked by a Tracer? Incredible.
The differential is just nasty. Oh,
Xerxes,
what's happening?
oh, support diff. What happened there? Xerxes...
Ooh, 20 HP there.
Maga Pulse Bomb died off screen. Their push is stifled by that for sure. And
wow, what a game!
wow, that is GG to UW. They absolutely... I don't know. They locked in.
Golden smoke.
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, University of Washington is your BEC West playoff Grand Finals champion. Can we get some W's in chat?
Congratulations to UW. Wow. I'm putting the king pat back on. I've been recrowned. Good work from UW. Sadly, I do not think we will have our player interview. Ichi is currently sick, but that is a massive GG to UW. Such a close game. This was Grand Finals. This mattered the most, and we secured it. We locked in. Our players played their hardest. GG's.
You know, this season has definitely been great. Everything that the team has been working towards has built up to this, and just seeing them being able to take it down against UCLA, who's such a big competitor, is so great. We're so proud of them, and you know, congratulations, everyone.
Yeah, congrats to UW. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. Thank you for hanging out with the casters, production crew, and players. Check us out, UW Esports on YouTube, Instagram, and X. And join our Discord if you're interested in volunteering. Huge GGs. And be on the lookout for other teams' upcoming games. Good games. Thank you for coming.